I absolutely love the Fletcher Cox pick. Fletcher Cox.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back to SB Nation. The 2012 NFL Draft has concluded, and so has the draft of the NFC East. And that's what we're going to talk about, and we're going to start at the top. And I'm going to start speaking to all of you people.
Please do.
People.
Please.
About the Washington Redskins. Obviously, the highlighting hallmark pick is RG3, the no-brainer.
Who's
yeah,
he?
I know, Brad. But they trade away a number of picks to get him, and the draft is sort of a weird situation, but they still have a number of picks, which is an interesting situation also. Beyond RG3, who I think is going to be terrific and is going to be a dynamic force for years to come in the NFC East, I don't think there's too much more to say about him. One of the names that stood out to me, Keenan Robinson, the first Longhorn off the board in the 4th round, which is weird to say. A versatile, athletic linebacker, immediately improves their defense, which really wasn't all that bad last season. The Redskins, they don't have a ton to be concerned about on the defensive side of the ball, and I like that as a complimentary pick. He's not going to come in and start, I don't think, right away, but should be a rotation player. The value pick, I think, is Tom Compton, who is an offensive lineman, and he's a warm body. I'm not crazy about the offensive lineman that they drafted in this draft, but I think he's the best of the bunch. Immediately improves the depth and talent on the offensive line, even though he's a later round pick. So I like what the Redskins have done here. I'm not completely crazy about the bottom half of their draft, but it's passable. The thing that's questionable at the top of the draft is the Kirk Cousins move.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, Two quarterbacks at the top, and we have RG3, who's a franchise-level quarterback, without a ton of picks that I just don't get it.
The question is, what happens if Robert Griffin III struggles next year? Do you bench him for Kirk Cousins?
Another rookie quarterback.
Yeah, another rookie quarterback. You don't do that.
Nothing good can come of this.
So you have to bench him for, let's say, Rex Grossman. Well, once again, Cousins isn't getting the reps that he needs. It was a trade that when it happened, everyone in Radio City just seemed to look up and sort of scratch their heads. So it was a very, very odd
So
move.
it's a B- for me. Let's go to the Cowboys.
No, I'm a 49ers fan, and I can't stand the Cowboys, and yet I got to give them a good grade for their draft. I really thought they improved in a lot of areas. Golf clap. They made a move up to get Morris Claiborne. It only cost them a 2nd-round pick, which I thought was a what's that?
They didn't have to give up a lot, yeah.
I think they needed a cornerback, and they got the guy that many think is the best one in this draft. So they should be good with that. I think their best value though was James Hanna in the 6th round. And this is a copycat league. You've got everybody who wants to have their Gronkowski Hernandez, and I think Hanna could be the Hernandez to Witten. I think he's a guy that ran a sub 4.5 40. He's 6'4", 252. I mean, that's ridiculous for a guy.
So
that
is
big.
Brad, by the way.
Well, that's true.
What was my 40 time? I think it was like 6'9" or something.
Yeah.
Close, very close.
You improved it on your individual
My pro day
workout.
was better.
Yes. Definitely.
Continue.
And I think they added another interesting weapon in Danny Cole, wide receiver. He ran a sub 4.4 40, sub 4.4 40.
Right. Yeah.
And again, he's a guy that I think could do some interesting things out of the slot for them. Tony Romo's getting weapons. He needs to do something with it.
Yes, he's had weapons in the past though, but it's good.
Exactly, and I give him a B+.
Nice. All right, moving right along to the Philly Eagles.
I want to blow a kiss to the Philly fans. Mwah. Your draft was magnificent. A for the Philadelphia Eagles. You really, Juan Castillo, the defensive coordinator, took a lot of heat last year. So what did Andy Reid do for him? 4 of their top 5 picks were defensive players. I absolutely love the Fletcher Cox pick. Fletcher Cox.
Oh, hey, Freudian slip.
You did.
I absolutely love the Fletcher Cox pick, not cock. He is the headliner pick. They do all kinds of things in their defensive line. They like fast guys in the defensive line that get after the quarterback. He is that guy. I really think that the best value is Vinny Curry. Again, another guy, fast guy, get after the quarterback in that division with who they've got. They're going to have Robert Griffin III in the division now. They've already got Eli Manning. Tony Romo's not too bad. You want guys that can get after the quarterback, and that's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles did. I also like Brandon Boykin. He really fell. A lot of people thought he would go higher, improve their secondary. The Philadelphia Eagles were one of the stronger teams in the second half of last year. Now they've gotten even better. I think that if Philly had gotten into the playoffs last year, they would have been very dangerous. Now coming into this season, they are extremely dangerous with this excellent draft.
I really like the Brandon Boykin, but he plays on both sides of the ball. At Georgia, he went both ways. I really
He
like
went
that.
both ways?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Yes, Cox and both ways.
Yeah, Cox in both ways. Let's finish with the New York Football Giants.
The G-Man, I mean, Super Bowl champions. They have a history of drafting pretty good. Their highlight was David Wilson, running back. I like him. I wouldn't be surprised if, 2-3 years down the line, we're saying he's the best running back to come out this draft, even over Trent Richardson.
True.
He does everything well. He has that explosive ability to hit the home run, so I really like him. Then you got Ruben Randall. That's my value pick. He kept dropping, and then he landed to the Giants. I like him because when you've got 2 other receivers with Victor Cruz and Hakeem Nicks, they're about 6 feet tall, but they're not huge guys. This guy's 6'4". You know what they can do with a really big guy, the jump balls, Plaxico Burress. I think he fills that role. And then when it comes to their value pick, Adrian Robinson. This is a tight end. Now you might say, well, they've got Martellus Bennett. Tons of potential, Martellus Bennett. Has he ever done anything on the field? Not a whole lot. Their other tight ends are injured, so I think Robinson is going to get some playing time. He may get quite a few looks. I think they want to use the tight end more, so getting them at the spot where they did, I think that's a nice
And this
sleeper.
team has a history of getting tight ends at value. You got guys that coming in like Kevin Boss, helping them win Super Bowls.
Exactly.
I mean, tight end position for the New York Giants has always been a big value.
A-. I mean,
A-.
keep doing good.
I really like the flash of the NFC East. And it actually already was a flashy conference with Dallas's receivers, the Giants' receivers. They had David
It might
Wilson.
be the best.
Yeah, they had
might
Mo
be the best.
Claiborne on the defensive side of the ball with the Cowboys. I really like just the speed and talent that they've been adding. That is all I have to say. That is all any of these people have to say about the NFC East. But Giants, Cowboys, Redskins, Eagles fans, agree, disagree. What did you think of how your team did? Comment down below, subscribe up above, and we should loop Brad saying cock, 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 over and over again.
Absolutely.
It was good because we said it. You said it like 4 times.
Cock.
It's tough.
Yes.
Cox is. I wouldn't
Cox.
wish the name Cox on anybody.
Yeah. Fletcher Cox. He's going to flex.
We're 9 years old.